Welcome to the stream, San Juan Zephyrs fans. First, we beat the Phillies in the opening round, 2-1. Then we swept the Braves in 3 straight. Now, the Zephs are in the NLCS facing the Cubs, and we have won the first 3 games. And tonight, we're going to stream at least Game 4. Hopefully, we can just sweep them and move on to the World Series, where we would face the winner of the Blue Jays and the Tigers. So let's take a quick look at the first 3 games, and then we'll jump into Game 4. We won the first one 9-5. Second one 8-1, and then Game 3 was an extra inning affair, and we won 2-1 in the 11th. So I'll show you guys real quick what happened in those games. We threw our lefties in these 3 games, the 3 lefties that have been dominant for us in the playoffs. You can see Juan Soto had a big Game 1, 3 for 5 with 5 RBIs. He had 2 home runs in that game. David Price pitched 7 innings, struck out 10, walked only 1, gave up 3 runs. That was Game 1. Game 2 was an 8-1 win. And you can see the offense there. Iglesias had a home run in that one. And we had Montgomery on the mound, and he pitched 5 innings, struck out 6, walked 2, gave up 6 hits. And then 2 of our relievers came in and really shut things down from there. And then in Game 3, this was the extra inning game, and we had another lefty on the mound, Gonzalez on the mound for this one. He went 6 1/3, only gave up 1 run, 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and we again had 2 relievers come in, and they really shut things down, striking out 8 between the 2 of them as they came in to Dominguez actually got the win. So that was in the 11th on a walk-off. Trying to remember. No, there wasn't a walk-off because we were away. It was Kevin Made, who had a run-scoring single in the top of the 11th, and then it was then that Dominguez came in and shut him down in the bottom of the 11th after having already pitched 2 solid innings. He didn't give up a single hit in his 3 innings of work, walked only 1, struck out 5. Great performance by him in relief. So that's where we are right now. And now we're ready for Game 4. And there's an interesting pitching, some pitching news to tell you about with this game. So Marquez has been our top starter this year. He got roughed up in the series against the Phillies. He was not needed in the series against the Braves. He had pitched, I believe it was the final game of the Phillies series, and so he wasn't rested to start at the beginning of that series, and I went with a lefty, and I just kept it going with the lefties because it seemed like that was really an area where we might have an advantage over the Braves, and I planned to use him in that series. I just didn't know that we'd win the best of 5 in 3 straight. And so now he hasn't pitched in 12 days, and he's going to pitch this game, Game 4 against Chicago. He has not been great, down the stretch run, and then in that 7-6 win against Philadelphia, that was the one where we came back and won it. But he had given up most of Philly's runs in that game prior to that. So he gets a shot at redemption here in Game 4 of the World Series. We have our lineups ready to go, and we are going to get this game started right now. Our lineup should look familiar if you've been watching some of these other playoff games. So they'll have a right-hander on the hill, and we're going with the lineup that we've been using. A lot of the time I flip-flopped a couple of these guys around, but going with a lineup that is mostly a alternating lefty, righty for pitching matchups. And then I use the GM Pat approach, if you're not familiar with that, most of the time to try to look at OPS plus and who my best on base guy is and things like that to set up the lineup. So those are our guys, and we're ready to start. And this game is at Wrigley, so the first two were in San Juan, and we are now on the road again in Chicago. We've got Josh Lowe leading it off. And if you're in the stream, if you don't mind commenting, let me know how the audio is. If I need to make any adjustments, just post it there. I'll try to keep an eye on those comments throughout the game. So we've got one away. Here's Dingler. And he walks. And now Juan Soto at the plate. This could be two. Soto misses out on his chance to be a first inning hero. Grounds out into a double play. Uh-oh. First pitch. Back to the wall, but Veen has that one. And Marquez strikes Rizzo out for the second out of the inning. And here's Chris Bryant. And he drilled him. A 1-0 pitch. And he drilled him. So man on first, 2 outs now for the Cubs. And there's a walk. Ian Happ's at the plate now. Grounded towards short. Are they going to get anybody? Yes, got the guy at second. So Marquez gets out of a first inning jam there. And here's Carlos to lead things off in the top of the second for the Zephs. And he's going to drill that, but it's over the head of the center fielder. So looks like he's got at least a double here. Yes, into second with a double to start things off this inning. Here's Zach Veen. Grounded to second, and that's going to move the runner over to third. So one away, man on third for the Zephs. And here's Iglesias. With a home run last game. He's 9 for 27 in the playoffs with 4 RBIs. And there's another RBI for him. A single into left, and that'll give San Juan a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. Rosario at the plate now. That's hit to center, and he gets it. So 2 away now. Shortstop Kevin Made at the plate. And he strikes out to end the inning. But the Zephs take a 1-0 lead. Headed to the bottom of the second now. Chicago coming to bat. There's a grounder to low, and he takes it himself. And Williams is out. Contreras now their catcher, and he is going to pop out. Carlos makes that play in foul territory. And here's Jake Cave now with 2 away in the bottom of the second. That's a grounder to third for the third out of the inning. All right. Head to the top of the third now. Matias at the plate. He hits one that's going to go all the way to the wall, and that'll be good for a double. Our waiver claim pick continues to produce here in the postseason. In there for his defense, but he's been a pleasant surprise with the bat. And here's Josh Lowe, only batting 162 in the playoffs. And he grounds out to first. That'll move the runner down to third. So we're in the same situation we were last inning. We've got one out and a man on third. And now Dingler at the plate. There's a slow roller to short, and he boots it. And that's an error, and the run scores. The run may have scored anyway, but Dingler was able to reach first on the error. And here is the red-hot Juan Soto. 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, batting .421 in the playoffs. And he walks him. All right, here's Carlos. He is going to single to center field. This might score a run. There's going to be no play at the plate. He's easily safe, and now it's 3-0 Zephs. Zach Veen, he bloops one over the first baseman's head, and that's going to load the bases. 1 out, bases loaded. Here's Iglesias, who already has a hit and an RBI on the day. Grounded towards first, and not in time. That's an infield single for Iglesias, and that's his second RBI of the game. San Juan now leads 4-0 here in Game 4. Rosario at the plate now. Pitching change for Chicago. Cabrera's coming on to pitch in relief. And Rosario hits one into left. This is going to go all the way to the wall. It's probably going to score a couple. Yep, he's in there with a double. And it's now 6-0 Zephs. Kevin made the shortstop at the plate now. And he's going to pop out for the second out of the inning. Here's Matias. Hits one towards center. This should be playable, and that's the final out of the inning. But San Juan bats around and picks up 5 more runs and leads 6-0 here in Game 4. They lead the series 3-0. That's grounded to short. One away. And there is strike 3. That's 2 away. And here's Rizzo now. That's hit well. That's going to go to the wall. Rizzo's probably going to have a double out of this. Yes. So, with 2 outs, Cubs now with a man on second. Here's Chris Bryant. And he strikes him out. So they strand a runner at second, and we head to the top of the 4th. Zephs up 6-0. Josh Lowe at the plate. And he's going to ground out. His postseason struggles continue. And here's our boy, Dylan Dingler. An RBI already today, batting .310 in the postseason. That's hit towards center. Boyers gets to it for the second out of the inning. And here's Juan Soto. And he walked him, his second walk of the game. All right, Carlos, 2 outs. And he's going to single. And Soto will hold at second. So Veen at the plate now, 1 for 2 on the day. He's batting .308 in the postseason. He's crushed one, but I think the center fielder is going to handle that. Final out of the inning. Score still 6-0 Zephs. Bottom of the fourth, Baez at the plate for the Cubs. Marquez strikes him out. Here's Ian Happ. He grounded to short his first time up, and this time he strikes out. That's the 5th strikeout so far for Marquez. Justin Williams at the plate now. And he strikes out looking. So Williams got tossed from the game on that. I guess he decided to argue, and he just got tossed out of the game. Okay, another new pitcher for the Cubs. Tyson Miller on now. Jose Iglesias, who's 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs, leads things off for the Zephs. And looks like this will be the first time he's retired this game. Yes, he hits a ball that's caught in foul territory by Rizzo, and we've got 1 away. Here's Rosario now. And he grounds it to first, flips to the pitcher for the second out of the inning. Kevin Made at the plate. He grounds to second, and the Zephs go 1-2-3 here in the 5th. All right, here's the first batter. Contreras hits it to third. Oh, and there's an error there. I don't know if that was a throwing error or one by the first baseman, but yeah, they're going to give Carlos the error on that. And so we've got a man on second for Chicago to start things off here in the 5th. Cave at the plate now. He's going to ground to second for the first out of the inning, but it moves the runner over to third. And there's a grounder to third that won't score the run. And they do get the out at first. So 2 away now. Boyer's at the plate. That one's hit pretty well, but should be playable. Yep, Matias chases that one down in right center for the final out of the inning. And Matias will be the leadoff hitter here in the top of the 6th for the Zephs. He's only batting .211 in the postseason, but has 8 RBIs. And he strikes out for the first out of the inning. And here's Josh Lowe. He grounds to second, so we've got 2 away now. Dylan Dingler at the plate. And he's going to bloop one over the second baseman's head for a single. So we've got a man aboard here for the Zephs with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Juan Soto up now. This one's hit well. Should be playable. Center fielder's tracking that one down. Boyers has it, and that's the final out of the inning. Headed to the bottom of the 6th now. San Juan up on Chicago. 6-0 in the game and 3-0 in the series. Rizzo to lead things off. And that one's hit well, but straight at Matias for out number 1. Here's Chris Bryant. Another one hit well, and Matias tracks that one down too. And here's Javier Baez with 2 away for Chicago in the bottom of the 6th. And there is a single into center. Ian Happ. He hits that well, and Rosario chases it down in center. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. And the Zephs lead as we head to the top of the 7th, 6-0. Carlos 3 for 3 at the plate, but it looks like this is going to be an out. So that is the first time he has not connected this game. A fly out to center field. Zach Veen, the batter now. And he strikes out. And here's Jose Iglesias with 2 RBIs on the day, batting .367 in the postseason. And he grounds out to second for the final out of the inning. 7th inning stretch time here at Wrigley. And we've got a pitching change now here in the bottom of the 7th. Cody Deason is coming in for San Juan. And he's going to strike out the first batter of the inning. Here's Contreras, and he strikes him out. And now Jake Cave with 2 away for Chicago. Grounded towards second, and that's an easy throw to first for the 3rd out of the inning. We're now in the top of the 8th. Rosario's leading things off for San Juan. So he struck out. Kevin Made at the plate now. He's going to ground it to 3rd, and they got him in time. So he's out. We have 2 away now. Matias at the plate to face Miller, who's gone 3 2/3 at this point, really come in and settled things down for Chicago. 3 strikeouts, only 1 hit, no walks. Well, there's a walk. All right, so with 2 outs, the Zephs have a man aboard, Matias at first, and here's leadoff hitter Josh Lowe. Runner going, and he is out. Deason's going to stay on here to pitch the bottom of the 8th, and there is a single into center. Boyer's the center fielder at the plate now, and there is another single into center, and the runner will hold at second. So the Cubs now have something going here in the bottom of the 8th, down 6-0. They have 2 men aboard to start the inning. Rizzo at the plate. He's going to ground it to first. Lowe boots it, and no play is going to be made. He gets an error, and now Cubs with the bases loaded. And looks like Bob Guerin is sticking with Deason. Chris Bryant at the plate now. And that's going to bring in a run. I don't know if he hit him or walked him. I didn't catch that. But here's Baez. And he strikes out. So there's the first out of the inning. And there's another walk. Deason is having some trouble finding the plate right now. It's now 6-2. And now Jordan Hicks is going to come on. All right, here comes the stopper for the Zephs now, with the Cubs really threatening with the tying run at the plate with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. That's hit well, but right at Veen. He's going to catch it and make a throw. Runner tagging is going to be a play at the plate, and he's safe. All right, so they've now cut the Zephyrs' lead in half this inning. So it's 6-3, 2 outs, runners at first and second in the bottom of the 8th. That one's popped out toward left. Veen's going to get it for the final out. All right, so the Cubs are going to make this interesting. Zephs coming to bat here in the top of the 9th, leading 6-3, looking to win this and advance to their first World Series. And Lowe strikes out to start the inning. Here's our boy, Dylan Dingler. He hits one to right, and that one drops in, so single for Dingler. Here is Juan Soto. Oh, and he strikes out. And the throw to second, and that's a steal for Dingler. All right, so Carlos is up, runner on second, 2 outs. He's going to hit one toward second. It makes it over his head. That looks like that may score an insurance run here for the Zephs. Yes, 7-3 now. And here's Zach Veen. And they're going to walk him. with first base open. They're going to put him on to get to Iglesias, who's 2 for 4 today with 2 RBIs. And he strikes out. All right, here we go. Headed to the bottom of the ninth, Chicago's last chance here in Game 4. They trail 7-3. They trail in the series 3-0. They're down to their last 3 outs. Jordan Hicks still on after getting the final 2 outs of the 8th inning. Cave will lead things off. Grounded towards first. Lowe has it. And he tosses it to Hicks, who was covering, but he's safe. Cave has reached on an infield single. Okay. This one's hit towards center. Rosario has that one. So 1 out. We're back to the leadoff hitter for Chicago. Luke Boyers at the plate to face Hicks. 1 out, man on first. 7-3 Zephs lead. This one is hit well. I don't think anybody's getting to that one. And that is gone. Uh-oh. This is getting close. A 416-foot home run by Boyers, and it's now 7-5. Here's Rizzo. 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. That's hit towards first. Lowe has it, flips to Hicks, and this time they get the guy. So Rizzo is out. Here's Chris Bryant as the Cubs are trail by 2, and they are down to their last out. And he strikes him out. Here comes the team onto the field. San Juan hangs on to win 7-5. They advance to the World Series, where they will face the winner of the Toronto-Detroit series. We can figure out in a second who won that game. Let's take a look at some stats. So Soto was named the series MVP. In the series, he hit .375 with a .500 on base percentage. He had 2 home runs and drove in 7 and scored 4 runs across the 4 games. And let's take a look at things. So our leadoff hitter, Lowe, continued to struggle. 0 for 5. He's batting .146 in the postseason. Marquez pitched very well. Scattered 2 hits and a walk across 6 innings, struck out 6. Deason came in and was good at first, and then he struggled. Hicks came in and was good enough, but he got roughed up a little bit there too at one point. And with that home run in the 9th to make things close. So the Zephs win, and we are moving on to the World Series. And that's right, the Cubs had a guy ejected. Justin Williams was ejected, the right fielder, for arguing. So, all right, well, that'll do it for that game. Let's see who we're going to be facing in the series. So the Blue Jays. So we swept the Cubs. The Blue Jays beat the Tigers 4-1. So next episode will be some sort of a World Series update. I'm going to start simming those games, and I don't know at what point I might do a live stream or if I'll do highlights and how I'm going to handle that yet. But the next episode, number 17, will be World Series related. So thanks for tuning in. This is an amazing run the Zephs are on. I did not think this team was going to go this far, especially with the injury to Torque. I thought maybe we might be able to win round 1 and get by the Phillies there, but I thought it was going to get, if we were able to do that, I thought it was going to get very tough after that. But here we are, headed to our first World Series. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys following the team, and go Zephs. Oh, I forgot to do this, so we're going to do it right now.